Okay, we're live. I think. Yes. Yes. Alright. Checking settings. Transition over to. There we are. Still love that. There we are. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Secret, and today I'm going to be playing the Stanley Parable. I'm going in mostly blind. I've seen some things about the game. Some endings, I think, but I have not seen everything. And yes, this is the original, not Ultra Deluxe, because, oh, you gotta start somewhere. And I wanted to see what the original is like before. Wait, is it capturing? I'm gonna have to check after stream. I have my frames per second up there in the top left. Is the tiny monitor capturing it? Because on my screen it is. But on the stream, I'm wondering if it is. That would be interesting. And I could see the developers doing something like that. Oh, I did fun to, you know, fiddle around with the settings. Gotta turn on achievements for this game, which is silly. I mean, it is what it is. Woo! Loading. The end is never... never the end is.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Hold on.
Where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Looks like a Gmod model.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. So he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Of course. Hold on a second, though. I think I need to turn it up just a smidge. Begin the game again. Whoa, what? Man, Stanley freaking moves. Got those calisthenics you're doing, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Not the memos. Alright,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, narrator. Box.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hopefully. How to solve a code. Let it out passive aggressive. Wait, hold on, I was reading that. Make sure your slide is a slick blue graphic thing. We'll go back and read. I don't know if I can linger on something for too long. All right.
Coming
Stairs.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right. I'll follow my NPC programming here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Well, I don't know it, so...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You're right, I don't know. How am I supposed to figure that out? Maybe I can look around for some clues.
2845.
You said I didn't know. Okay. There we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Dude, I recently had a dream where I got a phone number, and I was actually able to read it, but, didn't belong to who it said it belonged to, so I assume it was dream logic. Because I actually did reverse search it. Just a bunch of random people or non-existent, non-used.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Oh.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I usually don't question my job.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Someone's got to install all those TVs. Someone has to buy all those TVs. They're like jumbotrons, almost. Or like small jumbotrons. Or maybe they are. Yeah, jumbotrons. Button of some sort. See a lot of data. Good data. Ah!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
No, I'm 427.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Here's mine.
Stanley's co-workers.
That's
The
neat
lives
detail.
of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Am I in one of those rooms? Like if I look for it? Oh, they repeat. Ah. Clever. Clever game. But I spotted your pattern.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible.
Yeah, see these lockers there? There they are. There they are.
Control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, yeah, no, they're exactly the same.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Pirate.
it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Inconceivable.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Of course. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go do that then. Off I go. Big red button? No, and probably not the big red button. Press the big red button later. Right now, we need to follow the story. Dude, this game probably looks sick in VR. If that's even a way, something you can do.
When at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
A pencil 421 as per procedure. I can't read the responding. Wow.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Oh.
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Oh my god, the game looks really pretty.
Perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Of course, I can't be brain controlled because of, was it?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
My lore. I forgot what my thing was called.
Of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Why does the game look so open? Why does the game look weirdly good? It's a bit maybe it's because I've been playing too much games where the graphics aren't great. You know, on purpose. But yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I won't go to the meeting room. Oh, I can't go back in there. Maybe I'll just sit right the frick here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? It was me. It was me all along. Maybe that's why everyone's missing. Someone farted. Oh! Wait, I wanted to see. Oh. A copy machine. Man, that's a lot of text. More mugs. Why do we need a box full of mugs? Who put these boxes here? I've never been in an office building, but I'm wondering, do lockers really just line places like this? Actually, you know what? I think I have been in office buildings, but not like that. Look at these boxes sitting there. A locker.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I hate Mondays. Ah, a free thinker over here. Why is 432 just have a pencil sharpener and a lamp? Is that his job? To sharpen the pencils? And he needs light to do it, just in case? I don't know. Who writes their keyboard like that? Everyone does it. Oh, no, not this person. Their keyboard is right where it should be. Okay, I don't think anything more will happen. I'm gonna have to... Alright, I'm going. The suspenseful music as I ponder through... Oh, who threw some stuff? It's like a map? Can I crouch? No, I don't think. Knowing your city. People have probably already found out where that came from. Waiting input. Hey, no, like, let me touch. Or is that it? Username access. Can't read that. I'm all looking closer at my screen, like it's gonna do anything. What do you got? No. Maybe I should stop clicking on the computers. How the mighty have fallen. Ah. Another who farted mug. That's the real conspiracy here. Who farted indeed? Lockers. Anyway. Oh, okay. I was like, why is this step ladder? But that makes sense. Oh, hello there, whoever is watching. More Mondays. Maybe someone farted on a Monday.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope. Today we go right. I already did left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah. I thought I opened it for a sec. I did not. Or screen. It's almost... The clock is ticking. People have probably waited until midnight or noon. I'm gonna come back to that clock. I want to see. Like, what happens if you leave the game on for hours? Does it change? I know things change if you're, like, doing things. This clock is even further. Do the clock hands not do anything? Ah, who knows?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
That is not wheelchair accessible. How is someone supposed to get down? Who puts this ledge here?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Thanks for mentioning the paintings. I didn't notice them there. Oh, that's a nice blue.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hi, Dad. All right. Or read, Dad? That's an H. Oh, number 1, Dad.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Hate Mondays. That's a different kind of mug. Alright, so... Conspiracy of the mugs over here. I'm upset I can't get a drink. Dude, during the Halo 2 days, they had those soda drink machines. And, you know, you try to... Wait, did the clock actually tick? Oh my god, it's 11:30. It's moving. Can I wait till 12? That would be an awfully boring stream. I don't think anybody would stick around for that long. Or maybe they would. I don't know, people. Coffee nut. That green nut. What is... fuel. Man, there's so many cups.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yeah, all the clocks are ticking. Yeah, see, a minute passed. Wonder if I come back, it'll change again? They redo the game? Oh. Well, now I have a choice. I'll go forward. I'll go left next time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh no. I'm short. Oh god. I'm really short. Jeez. Either that or these desks are just... No, I'm just short. That's a chair. These make me feel very short. Got some schematics and building plans. What exactly do we do here? Yeah, plenty of coffee mugs. We're some kind of warehouse. Yeah, look at that. Boxes. Probably full of mugs and pencil sharpeners. Be sure. Or, nope. Lights, fixtures, water pumps, air conditioning. That's a nice touch. Lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her? I don't know a her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't know who she is. My, excuse me. Ladder. I hope whoever's watching is having as much fun as I am looking at all this stuff. Card. Ah, it's the same box. Lie to me. Fragile. Y'all ever seen those boxes with like... Nah, never mind. Fragile. That's a dark room.
That's her, Stanley.
Oh.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
That's a nice screenshot. Probably use it for, what was it? That thing. What's it called? Wallpaper engine. Right. Wallpaper engine. Okay, I'll pick up the phone. Hello? Oh, I thought they were all in my office.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That I'm lonely? Eh. Alright. Man, there's a lot of things I gotta try next time.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no. P.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
It's like me. He's me, for real. What if I pressed E? Medic. Medic. Eh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yeah, actually, isn't Stanley's job to press buttons that he's told to press? So he's an expert at this. Look at this, look at this.
But in his mind,
Flawless.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought...
No, it's almost 6 now.
Terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
No.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Ah. What kids? I don't even...
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Ah.
How could there
possibly
be?
That's a fire hazard.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Oh.
Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
My bed. No.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Wait. Wait. Hold on. I'm just getting told 2 different things.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll
Oh god, I'm back where I started.
He remains here.
That was clever.
Kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
We're not so different, you and I.
Veil this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Got someone on the line.
Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Ah. I relate very much to Stanley. This game is hitting a lot closer to home than I thought it would. Oh god, someone pulled out my chair. Stanley hates Mondays too. Oh, it's even got the little coffee ring on it. Is that some kind of form? Why do I keep pressing my head against the screen like I'm going to see something different? Alright.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Hey. Hey. No input. I wanted to put in an input. Ah. Yeah. Friggin' DOS over here. Gotta turn off those computers. Wasting electricity. Whoa! I didn't expect me to be actually be able to open the door. H. Oh, it's a packing slip. There's the address, there's the R code thing. Yep. Office is in disarray. Coffee cups everywhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, there's some I want to do on the right? Yeah, the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I did. You don't know me. Well, yeah, I guess you do know me.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep. Whoa, wait, whoa. Right.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip brands. Meeting room. Floor 4XX. Group. Planning. Smiley face. Target admin. Meeting Mondays. Marketing Mondays. Termination Tuesdays. Office efficiency. Legal. Ah, I see. Meeting schedule. IT department. We're broke Wednesday. Ah, I see. Mergers. Planning floor meeting. Oh, I thought you were doing a theme. Boss's inspection. Oh no. Financial planning. Ideas and development. Gosh dang, ideas and in development. Ranking floors meeting. Ah. What to do about 432? Couldn't tell 432 about me meeting. Oh, don't tell. Okay. Ah. Times. This is a weird... I would have put the times, like, higher up. So I just see what was going on. Office party. Friday's fun. Targets. Push for funding, R&D, new coffee machine. See? Coffee. Stand standardized graphs? Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Yeah, he's been there for a minute, hasn't he? Synergized papers. Honestly, you guys could really use some synergy. There are papers all over the frickin' place. Hire someone to synergize. Ah, I see. Papers are too synergized. No, they're not. They're not synergized enough. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of something. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Oh, okay. Tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Jim. It's TPS report. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get those TPS reports in. We got graphs. The synergizing of core. Oh god, our synergy is way off. Way, way off. Dang it, I want to see the graphs. You did that on purpose. Alright, we got lines. Please do my... I don't know what that last word is. I hate Monday. Man, everyone hates Mondays here. What did Monday ever do to you? Oh, please do not steal. I see. Number of slides on this slide. Slide charts and slides. Rate at which charts the same slide depict the same information. Redundant? Much redundant. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts, I'm begging. Stop. Ah. Application. Return to your boss. Application specialist. Oh, boss appreciation specialist. Do we really need a specialist? Like yourself. Why are there so many parentheses? We got some Dream Core. Someone's a fan of Dream Core over here. Fuck radio. Bring break hope. Talk less. Do unbelievable amazing work all the time, every day with no expectation of promotion recognition. Don't get fired. Let it ball. Has coworkers resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Synergistic. Ensure a calm, productive environment. I think there is actually, like... Everyone is unique. You most of all. Sure. That's why I wear the thimble. Alright. Stripes. Require more secondary. Colored in second. Stock market. Target demographic features. Cash money. That's what's hot. Telephone directory. Oh. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. Facts. Graphs. Oh. What do people want? Things. Mike James, you are fired. Happy feelings. Ouch. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. Yeah, we could really use more graphs. I love freaking graphs. Teenagers. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. And the idea has been. No more bins. Trash can. Renaming of the ideas on firing of me. Ideas bin. Bi-quarterly post-review review. Right. We need reviews. Get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water coolers, heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Work harder, work Hard worker. Ah. Okay, so... Alright, so our timer... So, from what I can gather, is the, we're a company that's targeting teenagers. And the best way to do that is with charts. I mean, I liked charts when I was a teenager. I still do, but I think I'm in the minority on that one. Alright, let's go. Oh. I'll save you.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But, no, someone was trapped in here. I just don't remember their name. Gotta find them.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
No.
No reason to still be here.
I like the atmosphere in here. I like that buzz.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang in the broom closet.
Really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Water leakage.
You
Tubes.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
No part of this game has any significance to the story whatsoever.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I mean, is there a broom closet ending?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Why you gotta call me out?
Drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
That text.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
The texture's misaligned, is what I was trying to say. Maybe I would have sooner, if you just let me finish my sentence. There's no broom closet ending, is there? I'm quite disappointed. Alright.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Light. Is there a note? Sure is a note. I can't read it. I can't crouch. Fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley. I found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. It's a long ending.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Just like real life. Not even the main character of my own life. I'm relating it way too much to this game. I have a call. Alright, fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't close the door behind me. Oh, computer. I can't give input. I gotta find it, I guess. Alright. Where would I find a...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we'll start there. That one has... Well, there's light coming from it, but there's nothing on the screen. I turned myself around there for a sec. Back to the meeting room.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Extreme bathrooms. Off only. I need to get a super toilet. Never have to plunge those things. Okay. Well, that sure was a bathroom. I keep turning myself around. Drafts. Time. Indoors monthly. What wallpaper should I put in my kitchen? Okay. Oh god. Shit. Okay. Oh, elevator. Going up? Nothing but. Do 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 do. No copyright strikes for me. Doopa doopa doo do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Oh, Stanley's humming. At least it sounds like it. Like some kind of pattern on this wall. So, a parable of Stanley. Yep. Hold on. There you are. Hey, Nix. Hee 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 hee. Yeah. Just hanging out in the elevator. You know how it goes. It's a really long elevator. I'm fine. But... Huh? Wait, did I... What? the elevator literally just go on forever if you let it? Ooh. Input. Got it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I am speedrunner strats. Not new age music.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Oh.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What if I went and pushed the buttons again? No, I can't. Yeah. Sewage by money. This expensive bots. Okay. All right. Gonna go. What's over there? A hallway? Nah, it's not anything. Alright, let's do this thing. Does the elevator just go up forever?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ah. Sounds interesting.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Well, the store behind me is...
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, you don't get anywhere by not facing... what scares you, I guess. Ah! Ow. Yeah, I didn't die. Showed you, narrator.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
No.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, God. That's horrifying. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ah. Boxes. Wait, I was supposed to die. The narrator said so. Ooh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Can I walk in backwards? Hold on.
When every path you can
Oh.
walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ah. I still like this picture. Stanley's... Oh. A museum to me. It's the office from the beginning of the game. Past Stanley's office. 2 doors, first part of the game was built. Added, altered throughout development. Though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Ah. Oh, yep, there it goes. Return. Yep, boss's office. Facing the opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Ah! How clever. I like these. The 2 doors was the very first concrete pieces of Stanley Parable's sign. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, facing the contradiction of this room posed. See, that's fun. Filing cabinets. Ah, good old filing cabinet. Office computers. I didn't see solitaire. Or this. That I saw, but I still can't read it. Gasp. The office. Ooh. Selection of sounds you have throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Oh. Ah. Hey. Oh, credits. That's how credits should be done. Only that many people made it? Oh. A room. Maintenance room. An early version maintenance room. Sure is. The copier. Is HD remixes too. Wait, isn't that Ultra Deluxe? Lior, yeah. Moving game interesting. The green light page had only cryptic photos. Still enough to win the community's approval. Oh. Better. Oh. Ah. I don't know. Sounds kind of fun. Too joke. Is this game not jokey enough? That sounds fun. Asking the narrator. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Ah. Will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? They're really going to let me go shopping. I will have a fine selection of desert books. There's a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks for that. I needed that. Oh, the puppy's good. I love Mac. To Salvador Dali, how surreal would this game be? Oyster did the party. Finally, the most important. Ah, no! Business broker. Please partner with me. Very rewarding. Okay. Trailer we sent out asked people to email the narrative questions. Further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here's a selection of those emails. Oh, that's fun. I don't want to spend time reading it. We got things to do. This lounge is much more reasonable. The office. A cargo lift. What? I haven't found the cargo lift yet. Oh. It was always intended to offer the choice of staying or jumping path. So we also wanted the option. Yeah, I was gonna do that. I think I'm finding some endings out of order. The apartment timer. Oh. Just pick up the phone. No, pick it up to a different ending. Ah. Well, that's great. Well, now I'm lost. Yep. Oh. Vent. There's a vent? One doorway to maintenance room, large lounge, and the original is back on track. Ah. Confusion ending. To maintenance in the lounge. Two doorways maintenance. Depending on how you entered. Fusion ending. Oh, is that the one I got where I just went and like... Yeah, I don't want to do that again. That was a long ending. I feel like I got to the end of the game and I didn't mean to. It's my office. Another time. No. First one. Second one. Third one. Wait, what's the difference? Oh, I see. It's a lot more befuddled. A lot more stuff going on. Less mugs. There's a conspiracy in this game, Nix. There's way too many coffee mugs. Just far too many. I haven't been to the countdown room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Light.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Oh.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
But I'm streaming.
Do choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
I can't quit. It's the content. It's the curse of content. Spooky. Oh, I could have quit to menu. I suppose that's something I could have done. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Input.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No. No, no, no.
Stanley went
There we
around
go.
touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I gotta do the inputs, man. Gotta check. Gosh dang, audio bitrate. Speed.
When Stanley came to a
0.2.
set of two open doors, he
Speed
entered the
0.2?
door on his left.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Was left to disobey or... Oh, no, left was obey.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Yeah.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I do.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep. Speeding through the game. I see.
Stanley was so bad at following
The vent!
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
If you were lying right now, stop. Oh. Oh well, we can still get another ending. Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, no more freaking around.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Yep. Alright, gotta get to the vent. Gotta vent. Gotta find computer. Computer. I don't know where the last computer is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure did.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Where's the vent? There's no vent.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all you're cool but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And vent.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I know. I was like, what about the vent ending? Oh well, at least we got this elevator.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
What about this way? Alright, left it is.
Oh, no.
No.
It's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? Clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Like this game.
No,
Wouldn't surprise me, this game is kind of trolly.
Left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ah. I wanted to go through that door. Maybe we can sneak in that door. Something to try out. Ah!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm closing them.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh. Wait, what if I go back? I don't know what would happen.
All of his co-workers were
Input.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I gotta find that last computer. I don't know where that computer could be, but I gotta find it. Whatcha?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
I don't like this. Oh, it probably all funnels back into the same place, doesn't it? 'Twas me. Okay, well, looking for the story. Where am I? I'm lost. Ah.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I did. But I want to find that computer, Mr. Narrator.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Yeah.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, okay. Nick, stop moving the game. Okay. Can I go in here now? No. That door's open. Oh.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright. It's fun. No.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
Well, that was the stream, everybody. I hope you had a great time.
Job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Here we go again. Hey! It's the yellow line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Ooh.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, there's solitaire. I can't touch it. Adventure line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
No.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on.
Parkour.
Weird back there?
Parkour.
I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was
Yeah.
going with all that.
Yo, oof.
You know what?
Somersault.
I think what
Oh.
we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh. God, that's loud. Montage time. Onward. Tally ho.
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's got that leaf bitten off. It really ties the room together. Alrighty. Recognize the fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah, story.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you?
No.
After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
The line tried his best. Alright, adventure.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
No.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. I like that direction. It's new. Synergistic almost.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. I feel kind of bad for the line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Oh, no.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
You spin me right round.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Huh.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
8 times.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
Or
do it.
chair.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Oh.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Got me, man.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait.
Hey, coconut.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Go. I didn't know to... Yeah. Ending. Oh. This is what I imagined heaven to look like. Only yellow. No! Curse my color blindness. No, and I can't see my cursor. Buttons. I did. I can't push them all. They unpush themselves. Look. Aha! Stopped you, game. Do I have to quit out? Well, not doing that again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure did. Alright, past this
Yet there was not a
synergistic office here.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Cool. Alrighty. Where are we going? What are we doing? Are we doing the same thing again?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Sure am.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. There's a... there we are.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Lying monitors. That's the only one that's different.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced.
It just repeats the same things over and over. See those filing cabinets, man.
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm a bit disappointed. They didn't, individually make a room for all these monitors. Lazy devs. Lazy devs.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I don't know.
Had he truly
We've been
spent
through
his entire
all this
life
already.
Utterly blind to the world?
Am I?
But here was the proof. the heart of the operation.
Yep.
Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh.
Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
With these buttons.
For he would dismantle the controls once and
What's the
for
point of this
all.
little middle section? Like, what's it for? What does it do? Why does it do? I'm aghast at the plot unfolding before 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a button. All right, some buttons that do things. Hello, Mr. Button. 2, 3, 4. Should be a 3 somewhere, I would think. Where are you, 3? Are you even in the room? Ah, there's 1 and 2. But I can't find 3. Do I only get 1 and 2? Three, where are ya? It's a freaking flat room. How am I not seeing the number 3? I'm blind. I'm terrible at looking for things. The number 3 over there in that room over there? No? There it is. Good old 3. I didn't seem to do anything. But if I... 2... Yeah, there's got to be like a code somewhere that tells you. 3... Up the stairs. Going up the stairs. Da-ba-da. 4. I think they did that on purpose so people would get tired of testing things. Like, all the buttons over and over. 5. Nothing happened. Oh. A 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. G. Oh, they all have 10. Buttons don't seem to do anything. Alright, I don't understand this ending. And I don't want to waste everyone's time by trying to figure it out. Oh. No, that doesn't tell me anything. I thought I had something there. These numbers on the wall. But, no. That would be cool. Like, gotta be buttons somewhere. Nah. Alright, let's do this thing. I can at least get one other ending. Oh! I never got to press press the big red button. I can't press the big red button. I'm disappointed. It was all for nothing. Mind control is idle.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation.
On!
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Yo!
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to
Big red button.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
I push the
let
one.
the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything.
You have 2 attempts remaining.
The control wrested away from you. It's quite rich.
But I don't know what to do.
See it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
It doesn't.
What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what
Green.
you're supposed to be doing right now?
I don't know.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Wait, it was red-green.
That timer isn't a catalyst for the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Oh.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
There was no more green buttons.
Destroy it first.
Oh.
So you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the journey.
I can't press the buttons.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh. The buttons didn't do anything. No more. Not doing that again. No.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure am. Turn myself around again.
Here's the door, just go.
Hold on. Yeah. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Go, go, go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Sure it is.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Can I go back? Hey, that one has an error. Isn't one of those called pirate? Yeah, pirate. That one's glitchy too. Oh. Yeah, see, look at that. Alright, pirate. Keep an eye on the pirate. I want to know what the pirate does. Not any real bit. Oh, I can't go back. There are glitchy screens now, which I guess is neat.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
we're clipping into the wall, it looked like.
Utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
If only I knew how that worked. It's a complicated system. Alright, off again. Do I get something different?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Okay. I don't know if I got everything. I don't think I did. Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hi, Bougie.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, but there's nothing for me on the door on the left. Except for that really long ending.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Hi, buddy.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, good doggy.
Stanley felt lightheaded.
Yeah.
Butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he had never known before.
Hi.
Was it this room? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
There was no vent. I was lied to. Let's see here. I think there's another path I can take in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hold on.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
I can maybe get through that.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What?
Yeah.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me
No.
a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
No.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
No. What's the solution?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. That's a lot of stuff going on in chat.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we did.
Do I actually have to, like... man. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm going. There we are. Trying to get me banned.
I'll stay right here, right in this moment with this place. Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually...
I'm glad, Mr. Narrator, but I gotta do a thing. I think I got him. All right.
I feel happy.
No idea. Just some... I have no idea. Alrighty.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't know. Wherever the room goes.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I don't know what this is.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh. Whee!
No!
Oh.
Oh. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Alright.
Stanley,
Going back.
let's go back to the other... Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Are all the lights gone? No, they start right back up. Alright. Time to go again.
No. Perhaps not.
Alrighty. One more time.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Nope. Trust fall. Ah.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over?
There.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay. Start over.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Nope, now we do the blue door.
When Stanley came
Getting
to a
sleepy.
set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand,
Whee!
majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yep. Yasha.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Blue
story
door.
has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Alrighty.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Thank you.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Ah.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me
I don't
take
know.
a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go.
Go.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay,
Ooh.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, the third option isn't always necessarily better. It depends on how it's implemented. But I like what you're doing. It's about a 2.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term.
Yeah.
It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
No.
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Ooh.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Those are pretty good. Skip the intro sequence. Only the 3% of players chose the blue door. What? Compete against others to improve your standing. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Stanley. Towards the 10 steps take. Hey! Oh! Awards won. Are more attractive than Stanley. I don't know. I guess I'm the 1% that's not. This is me. No! Take you to get to the correct door. Alright. Oh no! Went through the wrong door. Ah.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
It's a 4.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Ooh.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Ah.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Go right on ahead.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Oh.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of
hi, puppy.
endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Oh.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
God, that's a loud noise too. Alright guys, 4-hour endurance stream. Here we go. I hope you like these button noises. I hope you like this intense gameplay. Like how they try to make it as annoying as possible. You think the baby would have learned his lesson by now? Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright, fire it is.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
Oh.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Let's play the Stanley Parable. I think that answer would have driven him insane.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh. Oh, hey!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've
I can't jump.
desired, a game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
I don't have Minecraft on my PC. It looks pretty.
Things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go.
My mic tried to escape.
Here, and then.
Hopefully that wasn't loud for you.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
Yeah.
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I do.
You've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience.
Yeah.
Please step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Oh.
Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Whew. Alright guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play number, episode 112, or 111. We're gonna be, mining some diamond.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Wait, no. Hold on, that wasn't chipper enough. What's up, gamers? It's Secret X221 here with the brand new Minecraft Let's Play. Today, we're gonna mine some diamond. Let's go and see what we can find.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you...
Secret X111. Yes.
1 out of 5.
111.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. Hey, Portal!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Yeah!
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out.
I remembered how to play Portal. Alright, let's go. This song always makes me think of Persona on the radio.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Woo!
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're...
Yep. I got those boots that, make it so I'm resistant to fall damage, if you know the lore, narrator. My radio! Oh. Got caught on something, I couldn't see. Am I still in Portal? Gosh, it's dark. Oh. No run button. Uh. Okay. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
The end. The end is coming. All right. I think I got a lot out of this game. Pretty sure from my limited knowledge that I got a lot of it. We hit all the big ones, the baby and the lion. I always wanted to play the lion. The lion was the best. So yeah, that was just another stream. Oh crud.